Hi, this is Manuel and welcome to another instructional video. Today we're going to look at the new transfer functionality we've included in this release. And there are two ways of initiating a transfer. And a transfer is moving a placement within your warehouse or terminal. But there's two ways, as I said, to initiate it. The first one is through terminal view. And as you can see here, we're at Mymo Terminal, unload job, and the booking itself, and in the add placement section. Now, if you want to skip the transfer functionality, you just treat this as you did before, and you ignore this field, which is new, the planned unit location, which is the ultimate destination of the placement within your warehouse. So not the truck that's picking it up, but within your warehouse. If you change the unit location, then you see the planned unit location changes with it. But that's true until you do this. And now I have a location called Obo within my warehouse, and that's where I'm going to move it. Once these don't match, you will get a warning message letting you know, and a transfer job will be created. And this is important, when the Done button is clicked, not the Add button. So if I click here, sure, it's added. We've planned it, but we haven't clicked Done. So it's not going to show up here. And that was the transfer window, and we'll look at that in a second. If you change your mind, you can also go in here and change the destination. Where for the purposes of this video, I'm going to keep it as this location. And you can also assign a user, any one of the people from your warehouse, and they will be responsible for the transfer in the system. But that's not written in stone. It can be overridden, and somebody else can absolutely take ownership of that responsibility. And we'll look at that in a second as well. So we add it, we click Done. And now in a few seconds, it should show up here. Now the second way of initiating a transfer is within On Terminal. You go into a booking, and then you'll see here, for example, you have a similar interface. And you see you have no selected user here, but we can use Lenny for this. And just as before, we got it. Now we have under Mymo Terminal, we have a new page. Here you can see it, it's called Transfer, and it'll lead you here. And here you can see all the transfers that we've created in this position. Now, all these items are clickable, and you have the Mine, Not Mine button. Since I haven't assigned any of these to myself, we can take this one that is not assigned to anyone. And when you click on it, you've got this pop-up menu, and certain options are inactivated and other options are active depending on the situation. In this case, I'm going to assign it to myself. And then you see Testing Admin, which is one of my accounts. And then in the other transfers, you can see Waldo and Lenny from the examples before. You can also remove the transfer, and what this will do is completely delete the transfer, which means that you'll have to go back in and redo it also. We're not going to do it, but at least you know what it is that it does. What we'll do is start the transfer, and you see it's turned yellow. So anybody that opens this page will see at a glance that this job has already started. Now what happens if I do the same thing on a job, and we're going to take this one, that's Lenny's job. We're going to start the transfer, but because it's not assigned to me, it's assigned to Lenny, you'll get this warning pop up, which you can respect or you can ignore, and then it automatically assigns it to you since you're taking control. If you abort the transfer, again you get a warning. Are you sure? Yes, I am. And see, the name changes back to Lenny. So it's as if you hadn't touched it. And then finally, when the transfer is complete, when it's moved to the new location, you can just click Done, and it's disappeared from here. We're going to do it with all of the transfers. And now we have a completely clean page where we've handled everything. We're going to go back into this booking and open this page, which is also new, the transfer log. And it's within each booking, and it's going to show you the transfer history. So it was assigned, who did it, etc., etc. And that's it. Pretty painless. And I hope this was useful to you, and I'll see you next time.